All right, are we ready? Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Larry James. My company is Speak with Larry, no spaces. And what I want to talk about on this brief video is something that you're probably familiar with already, and it's Zoom, Zoom and Google Meets. You've probably heard of those terms, right? You may be on a Zoom call right now, or Zoom video right now. I am. This is how simple it is to do this type of stuff. I'm not the person controlling all those lingers in the back. I'm not. I'm just in front of this camera talking to you guys, sharing information and gathering information. Because when you have an online presence where people access you, you are also gathering information about them as well. But that's just the analytics of it. You don't really use that, but you do. But it's being used in a lot of ways. One of those ways is when you submit your name and email address, then that allows me to reach out to you guys and us to have a back and forth, right? For me to be able to say something to you and the world not hear it, right? Just you and I. That's one of the beautiful things about this process is when you really get familiar with it, you can have a relationship with people over here that these people don't know about. And you can treat these people differently because these are, you know, quality people in your world, right? Because in your world, these people allowed you into their world, right? They like what you're doing well enough that they want to keep receiving that information. You like them well enough that you want to continue to share that information, right? And over time, because this is an overtime business, right? This is not a get rich quick or, tomorrow you can stop and, go, relax on the beach and all that. No, that's not how it works. But, and it's not for everybody. I've come to realize that because a lot of people are not really stick to itiveness. They don't have the stick to itiveness to do what they say, right? They're swayed pretty quickly. Like if I say I'm gonna do 5 episodes of this video, I'm gonna create 5 videos today, right? And then I do the first 2 videos, and I'm like, woo, some things this is different, or I get interrupted, right? And it throws me off. So now I don't do it at all, right? That's kind of what happened to me this week in Texas. They had like some rolling blackouts. I've been mentioning that on a couple of videos because it had that type of effect. I had never experienced rolling blackouts, and what that means is the electricity be on and then it'll be off. And if you have a totally electric house, everything's off. You know what I'm saying? So you have to deal with that. So you have to figure out a way to stay warm, and you have to. That's serious. And people were actually freezing to death, and you can freeze to death. You really can. So that's just something that's like a sidebar that in my mind I'm thinking, wow, that was really something that, I know mine was not, I wouldn't say traumatic, but it stayed on my mind because it only happened yesterday or the day before, right? But I know there are other people that were worse in worse situations than I was. And they were exposed to a lot more. They had this one lady, as a matter of fact, she had taken a picture of her uh, thermostat, and it said 45 inside. Now 45 inside. I think the lowest mine got was like 57. But that was cold to me. I had to bundle up, stay under cover. That's why I think that when people freeze to death, they go to sleep and then they just don't wake up because when you're cold like that, it makes you sleepy. You want to just go to sleep where you can be warm and have that out of your mind. But I didn't know that, but now I know that. Anyway, I'm making some videos today because um, I'm still frozen in. I don't really like to get out when it's cold or icy and all that. And I like to just have what I call videos that I like to do, because I like to just get in front of the camera and just talk about subjects that are going on. Like right now, one of the things that I'm seeing is a movement, and that movement is for people that look like you and I, if you look like me, and I'm for that movement because our time has come. It's time for us to, to shine. We're the most educated. We're the most, creative. We've gone through the most. It's a time for us to, expose who we are. But the mental illness is real, right? What we've gone through over generations is real, and it has an effect on how people see, each other. And we're going to have to work on getting over that. And we are. It's just a process. But the world is changing, and you can see it, right? You can see that the world is changing. And if you're not wise enough yet to kind of change with it or try to kind of get ahead of the curve, then you're going to get consumed by it. You're going to be a product of the system rather than actually the system, right? So you might want to, think about where you are and what you'd like to be, say 5-10 years from now, for real, right? And then go toward that, work toward that. Don't think that because you want to be there, it's going to be there waiting for you when you get there. No, it's going to be anything but that, especially if you're not in control of that. If you're not in control of it being there, you want to have some control. Just like think about your money. If you have like $1,000, you want to have some control of how quickly that's spent, or if it can make some money, right? And if it can make some money, you want to think how can that happen, and how can I get in that part rather than just the spend part, because you want to have something, right? You want to be able to purchase things. You want to be able to do things that you want to do when you want to do. One of the phrases I've been hearing this week, which I really like, is you want to be able to buy back your 24 hours. What you do in a 24-hour period is or can be up to you, rather than someone else controls 8 to 10 or 12 hours of that, right? But you have to consciously make that happen. That doesn't just poof, manifest itself. You have to think of ways to strategically make that happen in your life based on, how you feel. Again, let me show you my t-shirt. Speak with Larry, right? No spaces. All right, you have to do that. And you can do that, and I can help you. But you have to believe in you. And by believing in you, then I can push you to a point where you can take off. It's kind of like like a plane taking off on the runway, right? Like it's got to take off fast, and then the air will take it. But if you don't take off at all, or if you don't get on the runway, there's no way you can get it, right? So think about that. Just think about that, and then get back with me later, right? Contact me at speakwithlarry.blog or speakwithlarry.com. Just email me, right? Anything you want to do to contact me, and we can put you on a path that will change the direction that you're on right now. How cool is that, right? Again, Larry James, Speak with Larry, no spaces. And as always, share with someone else what I've shared with you.